I am making a pirate roguelike with intense naval battles and deep ship customization. Before jumping into the devlog, I'll quickly mention that I recently updated all the content on the Steam page, so go take a look if you want to see what the game really looks like currently. I've been so busy that I'm many months behind with the devlogs, but I'll try to catch up at some point. Alright, back to the devlog. Naval combat is one of the most important features I have in the game, so in this video I will show creating the basics for achieving enjoyable naval combat. So yeah, in the previous devlogs I had created the ship movement, cannons and also an inventory system. So let's see. Okay, so we have two items in our inventory. The first one is a cannon and the other one is a speed boost. And currently there is no AI yet in the game. These other ships are just like dumb moving vehicles, whatever you want to call them. But as you can see, they have an HP amount and shooting them with the cannon decreases that. This part is very easy. I just detect the collision and then I have a very simple HP system. When it goes to 0, you die. Very easy. And then also this collision system, that was pretty straightforward to add. At this point the naval combat is very bare bones, but I have to say it already feels kind of nice, especially using the speed boost to ram into other ships is very satisfying. And with the basics for combat laid down, I wanted to move on to something more interesting and something more tied to my own game. So fast forwarding into future, here is my next build for the game, which features some more advanced logic for the items and equipment in the inventory. So yeah, as you can see now, the items and weapons, whatever you call them, have a power value and a cooldown value visible. This one decreases the cooldown of items, so when that is touching something, it will actually create the effect. So now my cannon has no cooldown. I think there's still some like minimum cooldown I have in the game, but yeah, you can see it shoots really fast, so I can just blast down these AI ships right here. Let's try another fun build. So I have these speed boost items here. Let's put them right in the middle, and then I have these new items that increase the power of items when they are touching. So yeah, I don't think I can optimize this much further. That's good. So 2 boosted speed items, let's see, and let's remember to sync them. And now let's see what happens. So 1 speed boost, 2nd speed boost. So yeah, it goes a bit fast right to the edge of the sea I have here. So this is kind of my vision for the game, to be able to have this fun builds that you can discover in the game and stuff that even I might know actually exist, because all the items can like have synergies with each other and I'm not trying to limit it in any way. So yeah, maybe you can make a ship that goes really fast or yeah, does whatever, maybe it can fly, I don't know, probably not. Adding new synergies and enabling new fun builds is probably the most fun I have while developing the game. I wanted to stick with it a bit longer, so for the next build I added melee weapons. I added a few different ones and you can see they are not very pretty at all, and maybe it's a bit hard to see them currently in the like full view, but I have one here. Let's see, wrong button. So I have an axe that goes down. Actually, can I see? Yeah, now you can see it better. So axe that goes down, and then also this extending spike thing. So let's go test them out. There's one nice stationary target. So as you can see, that one has like a fairly big initial damage and then some constant damage while the spike is still within the ship. So yeah, the axe does a bit more damage, but it only has the initial damage. And then to showcase the other new items I added and their ugly art, let's add some spikes and, okay, that's the wrong side, spikes and saw blades to our ship. So these are kind of like more passive weapons. So let's see. That's the spike and then some saw blade grinding there. Many of these melee weapons also actually have a attachment to the speed of the ship, so with some of them, the faster you go, the more damage you will deal. So let's see if I try to speed up a bit. Maybe it can be a bit hard to like estimate, but yeah, the damage is a bit higher. As with the other items, the melee weapons can also benefit from adjacency benefits and other effects like that. So here the green ones are again these like adjacency power boosting items. So let's see, my axe should now be super powerful. Let's test it on some of these. So yep, so it's a one-hit kill now. And I also have some like custom scaling stuff. So for example, this extending spear here, that one has a specialty that the more power it has, the further it will extend. So currently the scaling is not like super big right now, but so maybe I will need to boost it a bit to make it like reach across the screen. I think that will be a very fun thing to play around with. Alright, so now in the game I have sailing, an inventory system, naval combat, and some fun builds you can come up with when you combine these things. I will keep adding new equipment, new weapons, and also improving these existing features, but I felt like this was a good point to now move on to something else. So in the next devlog, I will focus on improving the graphics to be a bit closer to what the game actually looks like currently. So I hope to see you in the next devlog, but still before that, I would love to hear your comments about all the stuff I did in this devlog. Let me know, and also if you have any other feedback, type it in the comments and I will read through it and respond to you. So yeah, hey, otherwise I thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.